Right, here we go. Okay, we're live, and there was usually a song like do 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 do, and it's like Mirth Quake with just pretend you saw it, and you didn't, and here we are. And greetings, friends. It's we're here. Sorry about that. Some a little bit of a technical snafu. If I happen to just freeze in mid sentence, and something like that happens, just be patient and it will reconnect. Like I'll be back in like 20 seconds. It's just a thing. I'm not exactly sure what's happening. Been troubleshooting, but anyway, I'm here and I'm super excited because my good friend Mr. Logan is here tonight with us. Logan, greetings, sir.
What's going on, y'all?
What is going on, y'all? I'm friggin' excited, man, because I've been trying to drag you on this damn show for a long time
since it started for 50 episodes. You've been trying to do it for 50 episodes.
I'm like, you should be my first guest,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So right. I mean, 50. This is 51, which is pretty crazy and a little inconsistent on some of the scheduling. But look, I'm a busy guy. It happens.
It's
You're
live,
a busy
right?
guy. That happens too. But we are here. We're both here, and I've got my super sweet Mirth Quake mug.
Excitement! And what do you know? It happened. Oh no.
No.
Hey, that was the shortest one yet.
That was a short one, yeah. See, like something's a little squirrely's going on, and I'm wired even. We're gonna try and go with this and run with it. If it's too much of an issue, we'll come back tomorrow night or something like that. But like, let's just
we got this.
Let's just hang and yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right. 51 episodes. I know. Like, what the heck happened? I will let anyone on this show. Yeah. If that's not Logan, it's his doppelganger. We lost him. We lost Logan at Barking Legs on Sunday.
It's the truth. I've been switched. This is now Puck posing as me. So you're just gonna have to deal with it.
That's good. You're a cryptid doppelganger.
I mean, you look who's in the background, right?
Nice.
Old Matthews in the background.
That's right. I freaking love it, man. I'm like I dig the cryptid thing. I don't know too much about them. Like I really need to get it because some of that Appalachia lore is just like really wild.
Oh, dude, tell me about it. I live. Yeah. That's why if anyone looks over and they see this military issue wool blanket, that's why it's covering the window. Nice. My blinds tore open and I live out in the middle of the woods. I ain't risking that.
You see the red eyes, just
no. No.
Yeah. I mean, so Jax and I stopped at a Sheetz in West Virginia at 11:30 at night, somewhere just like in the middle of like we took some exit, and then it was the kind of thing where you're going down the road and there's just like nothing, and all of a sudden there's a Sheetz, and so we go in, and I'm pretty sure some cryptids were in the bathroom when I went in there. So,
dude, the rule of thumb is if it's at night and it's in a state in the true South, I should say, that you don't know, don't go there.
Just don't go there.
Just don't do it.
They always say what's the thing where it's like if all the animals and noises just go silent.
Yeah, run. Well, no, don't run. Walk with purpose out of there
and try and stay quiet. Shoot, yeah. No, yeah, it sounds like a good time, but you're nuts. Yeah, no, and that's fine too.
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't have because of the technical things, I don't have the proper screen up that I need to have up to ask you stuff. But let's do this first, Mr.
Okay,
Logan.
let's go for it.
Let's give you the floor and 30 seconds and tell the good people, who the heck are you?
That's a very good question. If I find out, I'll let you know.
I mean, in like a deep existential way. I mean, just like I'm Logan. Like
hi everyone. I'm Logan. I am a brand new author. I actually finished my first short story and submitted it right before LibertyCon this year.
Sweet.
It was literally the week before.
Right.
So it was one of those where I was just furiously typing, sent it, and now we may not hear back until August 15th. So I'm just.
Was this the one you sent me, the deer?
Yes, deer in the headlights.
Okay. So people, I'm just telling you, I was really freaking digging this story as I was going through. Logan has a knack for setting the scene and ramping up some tension. I am very excited. So wishing you certainly the best on that, but there's plenty more words to come, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And plus like the whole vibe of the whole, yeah, no, I was into that for sure. That's good stuff, man. So bravo to you.
Thank you. I was talking to KB earlier, actually yesterday, as he was driving back from Imaginarium. Hi, KB. Hi, Jody. And he said apparently that story lives rent free in Jody's head. And anytime she sees a deer at night, she gets a little bit nervous. And I'm like, yes, I think. Okay, I thought you paused for a second. I was like, oh no. Did we have Harries? Maybe. Technical difficulties. Maybe I am Puck, and this is just like Fey magic messing with the stream.
You know what's really weird about this?
What's that?
What's really weird about this is that as that happens, I still see the comments going. Like I'm here. I'm just shouting into the void. Nobody like everything's happening. I'm watching the conversation of like you're still there talking.
Yeah.
Like but why am I? Yeah, maybe I am just really happy.
Cat in the background.
It's my cat's fault. Anyway.
I see that. I was like, am I really just abducted by the Fae? Is this like Fae magic messing with everything now?
My goodness. All right, let's do some of this or that questions, Logan.
Excellent. I've been waiting on this.
Hopefully this whole reconnecting thing doesn't happen because like it can't be my thing at my setup. It's got to be something
something's happening in New England, and I'm worried about you guys.
You should be, yeah, for sure.
Come back to the land of the free. We want you.
I'm in the freest spot in the country. We're just surrounded by, not free. By Massachusetts.
How far? How many minutes are we into the?
We're at 7 minutes.
Okay, never mind.
Terrible
internet connection.
Yeah, there's that.
I'll rephrase that.
So
right,
so this or that, right?
Let's
run down some of these and let's see what we got. So first one I'm going to give you is Merlin or Gandalf.
Merlin.
Oh, all right. Not like just not a Gandalf guy or Merlin.
Oh no, technically, contrary to popular opinion, Tolkien's a bit of a hack. Gandalf was the name of a dwarf in the Edda, and he's a version of Odin. So Merlin is at least original.
Wow. Tolkien's a hack. You heard it here first, Logan. Logan's giving you the hot take.
Oh, there's going to be plenty of that tonight.
Yeah, that's good. I like it. Sauron was a hack.
Oh.
He was let's go. The Fresh Prince or Saved by the Bell?
Fresh Prince.
Okay, there you go. Abducted by aliens or screwed up time travel?
There's too many issues with time travel. We'll do aliens.
Yeah, no, I agree. Become a were-sloth or become a were-turtle?
Ooh, they both move about the same speed.
They do indeed. That's why I chose them.
Can it be an alligator snapping turtle?
I'll allow it.
Then were-turtle.
It's also an alligator snapping sloth.
Then sloth.
Elliot. Let's go cybernetic enhancement or genetic mutation?
Genetic mutation.
Ooh, fun. Let's go dinosaurs or dragons? Or fire-breathing triceratops?
Both.
Let's see.
I was one of those kids who grew up on dinosaurs, dragons, and Godzilla. So, I mean, all of the above.
Nice. You know, I have not seen the Godzilla -1.
I haven't either. So
yeah, like
you're
I
in good company.
Good flick. I'm that's one that I'm itching. I also haven't seen The Thing yet.
I haven't either. So you're still in good company.
See, there you go. Like, and I'm just kind of holding out now because I know it annoys Burke. So I'm just like,
he's here, by the way. I've seen him in the chat.
Yeah. Well, there you go. I'm not watching it, Mr. Burke. Let's go. Zombies or vampires?
Vampires.
Oh, all right. Spiders or snakes?
Snakes.
Stab or slash? Not the guitar player.
Slash
instead of
stab. I learned more Filipino martial arts, so a lot of slashing.
Okay, less pokey, more slashy. Yep, no, that makes sense. Let's go horror or comedy?
Ooh.
I know, because I know you like both.
I'm gonna say horror just because I write it.
There you go. Yep. A haunted typewriter or a possessed pen?
Isn't that the same thing?
I'm not really sure. A haunted fax machine or no, never mind.
I'm gonna. Oh God. Oh. I'm gonna say typewriter.
Okay. Let's go. John Wick or Taken?
John Wick, easy.
Yeah, I agree with that one. I can't take Liam Neeson seriously because, like, if homie just keeps getting his family members abducted in like every movie, then I'm like, well, maybe you're just like a crap guy. I've been saying.
The first one was great.
It was a good movie. Yeah.
But like all the John Wicks are good, and all the Takens are.
Yeah, I haven't done Ballerina yet. I do want to see that.
I haven't either.
Yep. So there's another one. We need a movie night, dude. Let's go. Orcses or hobbitses?
I eat like a hobbit, so yeah, definitely hobbits.
Well, I mean, I guess that's good because man flesh.
Right.
So yeah, no, that's fine. Blazing Saddles or History of the World?
Blazing Saddles.
Yeah, that's the right move. As much as I love History of the World. Yes, Piss Boy.
Right.
Like, hilarious.
Oh, boys.
Then let's go Catapult or Trebuchet.
We're doing long range, so Trebuchet.
Yeah, that's just the right answer. There's no other answer to that. I think I'm just going to kick anybody off if they say Catapult.
Right.
And the last one,
most important one.
I've never actually asked you this.
No, you haven't.
My recollection. So, folks, here it is. Place your bets on where Logan's going, unless he's already, told some of you, and I hope not. This has been a closely guarded secret, I'm guessing. All right. If you had to travel in a homemade hot air balloon way up in the sky, or in the janky submarine way down in the deep, Mr. Logan, the world wants to know, which one would you choose?
Drum roll for anticipation and janky submarine.
There it is. All right. Woo! It's the right answer. Team Submarine.
Team Submarine.
That's fantastic. That's good, man. I'm happy. I'm happy to hear that. We've got one more on the crew now.
I know.
There's like 5 of us, I think. I have to go back and like look at all the episodes and just start doing like, I need like a counter somewhere on here.
Yeah.
Just like how many of each one, but like, cause I don't remember.
Jackie or Jacqueline.
Molly was
Molly.
one. Grimfell's
Grim.
Yep.
Me.
Yeah.
Tim. Or is it? Yeah, Tim.
Yeah, Tim is team sub, right?
So there's like 6
there is
of
hope.
us.
Yep. Woo. There's like a couple more. I think it wasn't Hensley a sub guy?
Monkey Bone. Yeah, I see that.
Right. I think Hensley was he was neither. I don't know.
I think I was in North Carolina for that episode. I couldn't get into
it. Everything's a blur.
Dude, listen, I have been through like 2 jobs over the course of the show's lifespan.
That's crazy, man. Holy crap. Yeah. I mean, from October, we've been Mirth Quake. And it's been brilliant, man. And you've been a huge part of the show in the comments, lighting that up and all that. So we're past the 10-minute mark. So fuck yeah. Team Submarine. So there's that.
In that case, then cheers. I'm not trying to hide this anymore.
There you go.
It was basically full when we started.
Yes, no, and this is there it is again, folks. It is cheers to you, sir. It is in the merch shop, which I will be releasing very, very soon. I did want to show I showed Logan in the green room before. So I do have my Quill It With Fire mug with Flamehead. And
nice.
my unfiltered, unhinged, unbothered to match flat cap. And very special for those of you who are SPACE PEW PEW fans, we have Toshiro underwear. So he's striking his pose up there in the whole thing. If you can't read on his face, it says yeet mode. That's what's on the screen. I'm not sure if I can actually get it
no,
it's
barely. I just see yeet,
and it's got the Toshiro across your ass, like it just wraps around and the whole thing. So I'll be wearing this sexy pair later. No, it's from China, and I'm gonna wash it first. So, but anyway, yes, we have character underwear in the merch shop. I've got the mugs, and these are like big, like these are like kill people mugs, like they're huge. So
I'm waiting on your no one gives a shit about your magic system shirt.
That's right. The new item. I just threw that together. That's really funny. I'm like, I kind of want this one too.
I really appreciate that.
Look, man, we've known each other for a couple years now, and
3 years now, actually.
Yeah, that's right. It was like I just had like a table with some books at LibertyCon, or something like that. And
hold on a second.
You still have the poker chip? I got mine over here too.
So I actually got this happened the same year. This is a Bane barfly. Like they were giving these out for free 3 years ago.
Right.
And so everybody, if you've met me at LibertyCon and I've got your card, it's in here.
It's good. Your card holder.
It's either that or like my D20 or my Cthulhu cup over here.
Right. The magic system shirt, by the way. So I'm wondering if I can do a quick here. I'll show you guys real quick because I've got it right here. The one that Logan is referring to.
It's fantastic.
It's so dumb
because I've got strong opinions about fantasy, and
there it is.
So much that just wraps up.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look, man, the vibe of this show, right? Like this is that is something that I say all the time. I was saying that on panels at LibertyCon. I'm just like, right. About your magic. Stop talking about it, for crying out loud. Yeah, it happens. So it's good. I haven't I'm gonna knock on wood, but I haven't dropped the connection or anything like that lately, so that's good. We got another one on Team Submarine.
Yes.
Let's go forward with some creativity questions first.
Okay.
We're gonna start there. And then, people, I'm telling you, I have a present for Logan.
Oh no.
That I'm gonna be dropping in just a little bit.
Oh
and
no.
I can't wait. Buddy, I can't wait.
By the way, Cameron, if you're still in the chat, I saw your post, buddy. Thank you. You're the bomb. One of my local Cleveland guys is on here.
Oh, nice. All right. Welcome, Cleveland.
I've been trying to get him involved with some of this stuff. It's like, hey, you got to like show up.
Hang on the Discord, right? Yeah. Like the Discord's getting a little bit livelier. Like when you first start a Discord, everybody's there and there's a bunch of conversations, and then everybody realizes that there's only 5 people and it all stops.
Right.
And then you have to wait a few months and then just like be like, well, I guess this is here. But we've got some conversations going. People are helping each other out, like all that kind of stuff. Greetings, Cam. Welcome, sir. Go to mirthquake.show, do the whole thing, and come onto the Discord, and we won't take no for an answer. So, here's that.
He's one of the guys I actually sold your book to. Like he was like, I want to read more fiction. I was like, well, you need to read this book specifically.
It's fantastic, man. You've been a huge supporter, and I really, really appreciate that. But right now, I want to get into Logan's creative process because it's something that I know very little about. To be honest.
Yeah. We've known each other for 3 years and haven't talked about
it. Not really this, because it's the question that I always ask on here, and you're always in the chat heckling people. but let's ask you now so you can get heckled. When I say creative process, what pops into your head and what does it look like for Logan?
What pops up first thing into my head is Tetris.
Tetris.
Yeah, the old game Tetris.
Right, no, it's one of my favorites.
So this is going to sound absolutely insane. Tetris is actually a key part of the writing ritual for me. There is some whenever I sit down to let me explain.
Yeah,
whenever I sit down to actually write, I've got like ADHD. It's just undiagnosed.
Okay.
So getting focused takes a little bit of time and effort.
Cheers
I think
to
about
spicy. Yep.
Right. Cheers to Nora Spice. Okay, I'll drink to that.
Mm-hmm. That's how we do it.
It's gone.
Yep.
I've got water over here somewhere.
It was good iced tea. Yeah.
It was iced tea. It's not what we were drinking with Ian up at the rack room party.
Whatever was. Yeah, that was good stuff.
Because whenever Law Dog asks you to do a shot with him, you do it.
Yeah, you know what was weird was the purple room thing. They just had that jug of purple liquid, and I'm like, "What is that?" And they're like, "Alcohol," and I was like, "All right, sure."
Yeah,
I don't know what that is.
it tasted remotely like coconut and purple.
Yeah, there's and purple. Yeah, that's good.
Anyways,
Yeah, go ahead. So tell me about Tetris.
ADHD.
I
So
know, no, this is gonna happen all stream, and I love it.
Tetris.
Yep.
When I sat down to write Deer in the Headlights, I was like, I don't know what to do, but Tetris is one of my favorite games of all time, like top 3 favorite, period. Back when
Okay.
I was
Yep.
in tech school, I'd play it between like quizzes. I play it to help go to sleep because I suffer from insomnia, and something about like
Mm,
the mental stimulation helps me relax.
yep.
So I played like 3 rounds of Tetris, and I sat down to I saw something that said the assassin's hour, which is if you don't have a whole lot of time, commit 1 hour to 100% unparalleled focus on whatever task you're trying to complete.
Okay. Yep.
So I was like, I've been unemployed since February,
Mm,
so
yep.
I had free time. I was like, well, let's just because I've been part-time caretaker for my grandparents. It's a long story. We're not going to go there. Um, but I was like, I've got time to commit. So I'd sat down. I was like, how do I focus? How do I focus? How do I focus? We're going to do 1 hour of dedicated time. So I just pulled up Tetris and started playing, played 3 rounds. It hit 1 p.m. and I put 1,500 words on the
Oh,
page in
all
43
right.
minutes.
Wow. All right.
So I was like, okay. Next day rolled around. 12:45, played 3 rounds of Tetris, put another 1,500 words on the page. I had it written in 3 days. Or, well, no,
Nice.
excuse me, not 3 days, 5 days. 5 days,
Right,
excuse me.
right, right.
I had it written in
So
5 days.
so the Tetris just kind of like lines up your brain, almost
So,
like all the blocks.
something about the mental stimulation of figuring out a puzzle
Hmm.
and sorry, Robert's post just now.
The lavender donut.
Yes,
All
yes.
right. Yeah, that's a
I'll
story.
get to that in a second.
Okay,
That's actually
sure.
a fun that's a fun story. Uh, but the doing a puzzle or a mental teaser before writing hits flow state
Yep.
before sitting down to even put words on paper, and that
Mm,
just starts spilling out.
nice. Yeah.
So and I was talking to Mark Stallings at LibertyCon this year, and I was trying to, I was like, I don't know why Tetris. He's like, don't question it, don't
Just
question the magic,
is what it is. Yep.
just let it be. And I was like, okay, well, fine, we're just gonna go with it then. So
Mm.
Tetris is part of the writing ritual.
Oh, nice. I mean, like, do you play Tetris Worlds?
No, just standard old fashioned Tetris.
Seriously, like
Yes,
OG Tetris. Oh,
yes,
so cool. I grew up on like I that was a staple of my teenage years on the Nintendo was Tetris. Like, um as soon as I got home from like school, it was Tetris is in and I just like zone out and go.
right.
There is something about that game. There's reasons for it. I never saw the movie, but like I know they dive into
I
that a
didn't
little bit.
either.
Um and it looks cool. I like Taron Egerton, so like I do want to give it a watch. But I went ahead and picked up Tetris Worlds,
Oh
which
wow,
is like it's really really cool because you're talking like these like 4K type of graphics and these
right.
different songs and everything else, and it's just really really wild. Like with all these different boards and whatnot. I could never really get there on like the expert level, but like I can finish the whole thing on like a normal level.
Oh boy, you there, buddy? Well, while we're waiting for David to boot back in, to answer your question, Robert, NES. I'm talking old school Atari, like arcade controller and everything.
Oh.
We're good.
All right, we're good. Yeah, again, I don't know why that's happening. So sorry about that, folks. We're gonna keep going.
Yeah,
Um,
let's just to answer the story behind it's
oh,
about
the
right
lavender.
here, the lavender donut. So I actually owe Robert a big thank you. He was the guy who invited me or got me to go to LibertyCon 3 years ago.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Uh, and so there's a local local coffee shop called Sleepyhead that's just a couple of blocks away from the convention center.
Right.
And so it became kind of a custom, like it's just tradition for us whenever we're doing cons at the convention center. Me and him will walk over to Sleepyhead and get coffee and then walk back. Their coffee's fantastic. They do vegan like donuts.
Ooh, okay.
I haven't tried any of them. I'm kind of scared of them, just to be honest.
As long as it's not gluten free, I'll eat it.
So, Robert tried this lavender donut, and he tried a bite of it and made this face. Nice. And he offered it to me, and I took a bite of it, and it was kind of like this whole, like,
right,
that kind of. And he's like, "What does that taste like to you?" And I said, "Purple." And he said, "Yes."
It tastes like purple.
It tastes just like purple.
I mean, purple's a flavor. It's been that way for Kool-Aid for years. Like, which one do you want? I want purple.
Purple.
Yeah, purple drink. It's a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing.
No, that's good. So what about time of the day where you're most creative? Are you a morning, afternoon, or night guy?
Yes.
Okay, just whenever.
I used to work manufacturing, so when you're on an assembly line, putting like you've got an air gun, it feels okay. We're 26. It feels like you're jerking off a robot. Okay, you're doing this all day, putting screws into a case.
Right.
It does after a while. Once you understand the patterns and how to build the machine,
right,
you just blank out.
Right.
So that was, I worked day shift. So like all morning long, I would be in creative space thinking about stuff. But as far as like when I can write, it's whenever. And most of the time, the brain creation process happens when I'm trying to sleep.
Oh, of course.
I've got the insomnia flavor of I can't get to sleep, but when I get to sleep, I stay asleep.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's one of those where I'll just lay in bed and turn like a rotisserie chicken. And just be like, how can I fix these plot holes?
Yeah.
Let's go the other direction. Then let's go to
No, I look, dude, I'm the same. Like I'll be there and it's like 2:00 in the morning and I'm just like, what if like I'll just have some like ridiculous thought of something like aardvarks on trampolines or whatever. Right. And I'm just like, would that work? Like, would an aardvark be happy? So there's that. But I get it. And sometimes look, do you follow that? Like will you ever just get up out of bed and just be like, I got to write something down?
I've done it just so I could go to sleep.
Does it help?
It does.
Oh, okay. So it's the fact that it's just bouncing around in your brain.
Oh yeah. Like I've had some moments where it's just like click. I need to get that down before I forget it.
Right. Yeah, no, I do that too.
And then it's 3 a.m. and I've got to get up at 7. It's like, oh no.
No. Tomorrow's going to be bad. Today's going to be bad.
Oh yeah.
Do you have weird dreams? Are you a weird dreamer?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's either batshit crazy or super vivid. Like, did I just experience something? I don't know, like weird.
Okay. Like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Like, how weird are we talking?
Like, I'm talking exceptionally vivid, recurring dreams since childhood.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah.
All right.
Always involving alligators or giant squid. I'm serious.
There's the angle I was waiting for, by the way. All right. You just have an affinity for giant squid or what? Like,
dude, I couldn't tell you. This is before, like the 5 years old going forward.
Okay.
So like, sort of knew what a giant squid was through like old back when TV actually was mostly docu-series on like Discovery and Animal Planet.
Right.
Or was it 10,000 Leagues Under the Sea? Because for some odd reason I knew that story as a 5-year-old.
It's a little weird, but yeah.
Dude, like my literary upbringing was, my grandfather was a golden age of comic books, and was it Callahan's Cross Time Saloon? So that was Spider Johnson, and then like Anne McCaffrey.
Okay.
So I grew up on Golden Age comic books, X-Men, and Dragon Riders of Pern.
Oh, wow.
And then Star Trek. And then my dad's a huge Star Wars fan.
Okay.
And so also one of the other things I like, the old Rankin Bass fantasy cartoons, like the old Hobbit and Return of the King and like Flight of Dragons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I grew up on all the old fantasy that like even you guys, a couple of decades older than me, like you had as kids and teenagers. I grew up on that.
Right. All right. Yep. Huh.
But
I mean,
yeah,
man, it's been so long since somebody said Dragon Riders of Pern.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Dude, and I got to meet Todd last year at Liberty Con.
Nice.
He's, a literary hero. He was there, not even on the roster of people that was going to be there. And Robert was like, "Hey, that's Todd McCaffrey."
Right.
What?
The note app on the phone is a must.
Yes.
So if you're one of those, where it's like I'm having this thought in the middle of the night and the whole thing, I've had that. I have a little notepad that I keep. It's synced on my phone and my Mac and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like weird haiku in there that I did at like 2 o'clock in the morning because it was just like stuck in my head. And then I wrote down a name, but I didn't write down anything associated with the name. All I wrote down was the name, but
Right.
I remember having a whole thing about this character named Flim Flam Obstacoli. I just don't know what the context for
Oh
Flim
my
Flam
God.
Obstacoli was.
That's
it sounds Italian, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know what, and then I had another one that I had written down, and it was like, I was trying to catch a helicopter that was taken off because I had to hang out with Batman, but I forgot my shoes, but I did remember the shampoo. And like, that was my dream that I just like wrote down and then just like put the phone down and went to sleep. And the next morning I'm like, what? Like,
Dude,
why was I with Batman and shampoo?
I had one of those like that. I was at a hospital visiting somebody and the Covenant from Halo attacked. Like, seriously, I was just sitting there in a waiting room and all of a sudden I see work. And I was like, oh, wait, what?
Right. That's good. Right. And the soggy space tacos. Yeah.
Soggy
Thank you for reminding me of that. Yeah. That's Jacqueline. She's over there. Yeah, because we had this whole thing that went off on this tangent of this guy who's like up in space having a taco and like doesn't want it. So he just throws it, but it ends up just like hurtling through space for like millennia and then like falling to earth and making it through re-entry and just like hitting some dude in the face with like this soggy space taco. Like what the, it had been traveling for, millions of years.
Dude, don't ask me. I don't know. Dreams are strange.
Going to be in Space Pew Pew too, I'm sure. Right. So folks, I'm dropping a surprise for Logan in about 8 to 10 minutes. So make sure you're hanging out. You're watching that. We're going to get there. I got to time it right. That's all.
No.
Yeah, no, it's fine. So let me talk to you about some music, sir.
Go for it. Yeah.
8 to 10 minutes is good for going into the influences category of our chat.
Speaking of music, rest in peace, Ozzy.
I know. Just like another, it's fine. I'll do it for both of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite Ozzy song?
No More Tears.
Oh,
so I remember where I was.
Too.
Really? I knew I liked you, dude.
Yeah, it's mine too. For sure.
I remember where I was the day I heard, actually the night I heard No More Tears. I was with my dad in an old Toyota 4Runner in the middle of night, and like KZ106, the local like classic rock station, they were playing that. I remember hearing that and being just like,
right. Yeah.
Zach Wilde on the guitar.
Zach Wilde's guitar in that song is just, it's like otherworldly. That was the first time I heard a guitar making those noises, and I'm like, what is he doing?
That's the first time I've heard anyone play like slide guitar in metal before.
I know, just, like, everything about that song is so brilliant. And it honestly, I mean, like I've said this on the show numerous times, like I'm a big fan of progressive music, right?
Yes.
I like music with key changes, time changes, all the weird stuff in it and everything. that's the only song that Ozzy has that I feel like scratches that itch for me, because
It's
it
true,
goes into
yeah.
that whole operatic section of just like, and then it's got like and it's so like chuggy, like it's just really chuggy. Like, oh man, that song is so freaking good.
It's so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, that one. I mean, like I love Mama, I'm Coming Home, like the whole thing, you know, and of
Bark
course
at the
like
Moon, Flying
do
High
all the Black
Again.
Sabbath stuff for sure. Like
Right.
absolutely, you know, so everything, definitely a legend. You know what's really surprising though is just like homie did every drug.
Oh yeah.
All the time.
Oh yeah.
For
Which
like
is probably
a
why he
long
had
time.
Parkinson's.
Most likely. Yeah. But to go as long as he had, like, yes, I'm sad to see him go, but at the same time, like that dude lived a full life.
Oh yeah.
Like seriously.
Dude.
And the fact that just a couple weeks ago he's on a throne doing the, like, come on. You can't, like, that's a scripted storybook metal ending is what
so
that is.
we'll loop back to Prague. As far as like Prague goes, my band is Rivers and Nile.
Okay, yep.
Love that band.
Saxophone metal.
Yeah, yes. Actually, yes. Or I mean, I guess you could technically say like Scale the Summit or Animals as Leaders.
Okay, yep. If you're going, yeah, because Animals as Leaders purely instrumental.
Very proggy.
Yeah, and they're wild. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
They're really, really good for sure. I mean, those are good choices. What about do you do Bleed from Within?
Yes, absolutely.
The bagpipe breakdown.
So I think I mentioned this at LibertyCon. I was listening to that because I went to the Highland Games this year. Because we have a Highland Games up in Townsend, which is where I actually the place I used for Deer in the Headlights. I used Townsend, Tennessee for that story. They do the Smoky Mountain Highland Games up in Townsend every year, and I was listening to that on the way over there.
Nice. Is that
oh my god?
That would be great. Don't you go throwing shade at mathcore, because like I dig some mathcore.
But as far as like we're gonna stay on the bagpipes and the Celtic, I have been listening to like Tartanic, the Clan, and Flogging Molly like crazy here recently.
Nice.
I actually got to see Flogging Molly last year. They come through Chattanooga whenever they tour in the U.S.
Oh, excellent. So, yeah. How long have you've been a metal guy for a long time?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like my dad.
Is there a guilty pleasure listen of yours, like a band or an artist that's just like that's just don't say Taylor Swift, but like something wild like that?
No.
Like
my dad grew up my dad was born in 1970. So I grew up on classic rock. Like my dad is actually in a Def Leppard music video. He's in the music video to Pour Some Sugar on Me. I'm not kidding you.
Oh my god.
Like there's a scene because I'm gonna have to ask him about it. They shot a live video during the 80s in Atlanta, and he's actually in the music video for like 3 seconds. But I grew up on Zeppelin. I grew up on like Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Right.
Obviously Def Leppard, Duran Duran, bunch of 80s and 70s stuff.
Wow. All right. Yep.
And then I, on my own, discovered the glory that is the 90s and 2000s. So Pantera, Korn, Slipknot, the new metal craze, all of that.
Yeah. Mudvayne,
absolutely.
I love Mudvayne, man. Those guys are legit. That's the math metal. That's the math core.
And they're back together.
Are they?
Yeah, they're back together in touring.
Oh man, that's nice. Yeah, that's good. That's good to see. I'd like, and there's part of me, honestly, because like I grew up when it was happening. You know, this was like mid 90s, honestly.
Right.
And because I graduated high school in 93, and it was right as like grunge was just. It was like one day, and I forget what year. Maybe it was like my freshman year or something like that. So it would have been like 89 to 90. Where everybody looked like they were in some kind of glam band music video in school, right? And then it was like a month later, everybody was unshowered wearing flannel and ripped jeans, you know, and it was just like Nirvana took over.
Right.
You know? And and it was great.
I lived through the whole like the late 90s, 2000s, early goth movement and emo. Oh God, I lived through emo. I made it through emo.
I survived emo. You need
now
a shirt
I will
that says
say
I survived emo.
It's not a guilty pleasure. None of my pleasures are guilty.
There you go. Yeah, no, that's all right. Yep.
I do like some My Chemical Romance.
Of course.
Because who doesn't?
Yeah, why wouldn't you? You know what? Well, you know what's funny? Because like, and I've listened to some of their stuff, and I'm like, okay, not as talented. I'll say that just like to not make anybody mad, but they remind me a lot of Queen.
They kind of do, don't they?
In just like that sort of that performative kind of way.
Right.
Not to say that Gerard is the same as Mercury, because he's not, because nobody will be. But it just like gives me a real similar kind of vibe for a lot of their songs.
And they actually they covered Under Pressure.
Okay. Yep.
So I mean,
they nod to it.
I see somebody saying Pearl Jam and Foo Fighters. Yes, to both of those.
For sure.
Here's another hot take, and I don't know if I hit you with this one before. Alice in Chains is greater than Nirvana. Just 100%. Saying that. Yeah.
Yes.
And actually, here's an even. I don't think this is a hot take at all. Soundgarden is better than both.
No. I'm just going to say no. No. To me, Alice in Chains is the absolute peak of the big four. If you take Alice in Chains, you take Soundgarden, Nirvana, and Pearl Jam, it's Alice in Chains. It's if you're just going like talent wise and all of that kind of stuff, I would take them first. I would take Soundgarden next. I would take Pearl Jam, and I would take Nirvana. But Nirvana has the most cultural impact, and I enjoy listening to Nirvana more than the other three. So, like, they're one of my absolute favorites.
Right.
But they're not as talented as Alice in Chains. Lane Staley was like,
you know what? I'll give you that.
Dude was
very. I've kind of gotten a bit nostalgic for Soundgarden and like
Chris Cornell.
It's a Chris Cornell thing. So I grew up on even before I got into Soundgarden, I grew up on Audio Slave. Excuse me.
Oh, nice.
So I'm a big Chris Cornell fan. So for me, it's tied for first place is definitely Alice in Chains and Soundgarden, and then I'd say Pearl Jam,
right,
as a close second.
Yeah, and like I love them all, man, and especially just like there was something so happy after that about the nu metal movement.
Oh yeah.
And I like, and if I don't even call it a guilty pleasure again, because I'm not guilty at all. I freaking love Limp Bizkit.
You see, that's
I love the guys.
If you're going to have a pleasure, let it be a vice. Don't let it be guilty.
Right. And like Wes Borland, brilliant guitarist, Fred Durst nailed the frontman thing, got way too much hate for all that kind of stuff. And I
think me and you were talking about the Deftones the other day.
Yes. A new album coming out.
Oh, really?
In like a month. Yeah, they dropped a song. Yep.
Oh my God.
And it sounds just like Deftones. It's nice. Yeah.
Makes me so happy.
I know.
That makes my angsty teenager so happy.
I wasn't going to go on there and be like, are they doing a duet with like Sarah McLachlan or something? Like I was hoping it wasn't for that, but no, it was some good stuff for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
And
that's all good.
Like old Korn and early Slipknot. I mean, let's be honest, that second album for Slipknot, People Equal Shit, was just insane.
You know, I never really dug into them. I kind of missed that. But like, when would that have come out? Early 2000s?
It was like 99.
Okay.
And so if we're really being honest, like the band that I think really was most influential to me that's because I grew up with them was Linkin Park.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they came out in 2000. And I remember Hybrid, was it Hybrid Theory?
Yep.
That hit. Listened to the shit out of that.
Right.
And then Meteora came out, and it was one of those they always released consecutively throughout my teens because I was born in 94. Yep. So I remember like the last half of the 90s and all of the early 2000s.
Right.
So some of the 90s like music didn't hit me until I was older.
Yeah, for sure.
But I remember Linkin Park.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. When that came out, that was a game changer.
Oh yeah.
When they released, for sure. Yeah. I mean, for me, it was like, it's like different. It was just a slightly different era. Right. But like through the 80s and into the 90s, for me, it was all Beastie Boys too.
Oh, dude.
Because they were one of the most creative trios just ever.
They're fantastic, and
they're brilliant.
And I don't like rap or hip hop or, God forbid, pop or country at all. But early rap from like the 80s and 90s,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah, it
Beastie
was different.
Boys, yes.
Yeah, it was
But
different.
even my dad introduced me. This is gonna sound crazy, like Sir Mix-a-Lot and stuff like that back in the day.
Nice. Yeah.
So as a kid, we're just cruising through the woods in the middle of nowhere, listening to My Posse's on Broadway.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. Yep. No, Digital Underground, the
Yep.
Humpty Dance, all that kind of stuff. I
Mhm.
could, yeah, there's that.
Buttermilk Biscuits.
Like, oh my god, there's so many good songs that just people. It just feels like they were just kind of lost to time.
And then because I'm very Southern and very Appalachian, I don't like country whatsoever. Like that,
Okay,
if I hear Luke Bryan or any of those like
some
fuckers
kind of
start
twangy
up,
modern.
I will throw up. But if you get me around like actual Appalachian music or folk
Mm.
bluegrass and stuff, like I'll just disappear into a cloud on, cloud nine. I'm so
Into the
happy when that.
woods.
Yeah. I think that might be the like my mom's a Murphy. That's her maiden name. So I'm very Irish, very Appalachian. I guess that just
Gotcha.
runs in the family.
Nice. Yep. A little bit of moonshine, and there you go, into the woods with
Uh,
with the red eyes, following the red eyes, and everything's quiet.
no, let's not do that. That's a bad idea.
There's a good story in there
There's
somewhere,
a
like
great story in
music
there somewhere.
going, and it turns people into the cryptids. Like, I'm just saying, like the song that, like,
Hey,
just mark that. You can have that. That's all yours.
I
So
could run with that.
I was teasing it earlier, and
Oh no.
folks, I want you to focus, pay attention, make sure you're here with us right now, because I have a gift for my friend Logan.
Oh no.
And I'm just there's no oh no, like, you can just relax. It's not the underwear, like, so just like chill. It's all good. But I wanted it to give you a surprise, because you have been around with the show and everything. You've been a big
I'm so,
supporter.
I'm
What?
sorry. I just saw Mike's, bro.
Oh, what is it? Dad was born in 1970. I know.
Mike, I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah, I know. I was born in 75, dude. Like, I know.
When I did the
Man.
math, I was like, oh no.
No, no. That's right. It's like those things where it's like, if you know who this character is, your hips hurt right now, and all that
Oh
kind of
Lord.
stuff. Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
sorry.
So
Back on subject.
back on the subject. So I wanted to make sure that I got you something that was a total surprise. Literally nobody knows. Jacqueline was like, I'm like, I'm not telling you. I can't tell you. I just have to do something for Logan. So I made a phone call to somebody,
Uh-oh.
and I was like, I'm having Logan on the show, and I was trying to get this person to be like on the show, and
Okay.
couldn't happen because of the time thing. But sent a video for you.
Oh no. I don't
Are you
know who
ready?
this is.
Are you
Let's do
ready?
it. Yes.
All right, I'm going to bring it up, folks. Pay attention, brace yourselves. It's going to blank us out. It'll take up the whole
Okay.
screen. We'll come back when it's over. It's just about like 30 seconds to like, not long at all. All right.
Okay, here we go.
You ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
All right, here we go.
Logan on Mirth Quake. Boom Boom is pleased. Let us do violence.
Are you there? Your audio's not coming through.
And that's what it cut out. Did you see the whole thing?
I just saw the "Let us do violence."
Okay, there you go. That was the end of it anyway.
Oh my god. That makes me so happy.
There you go, man. I knew it would.
Oh my god. Okay. Like I don't have to tell you this. Boom Boom is easily my favorite character in Space Pew Pew. Like when you told me that you had this warlord capybara
right
in this book, I immediately thought, I've got to read this. So
right.
I've
That was
got
absurd, yeah.
when you did the Kickstarter, I got the poster.
Right. Yeah, yep.
And it would be on the wall with, the Mothman back there. I just can't find a frame big enough for it, because I'm not just going to put a tack through it, because it's freaking Like
Right.
it's a boom boom poster. I'm not gonna put a
Right. Don't and then they rip and the whole thing. I hate doing
that's
that.
not gonna happen.
No, you gotta.
I'm gonna frame that Joker and sit in a place of honor. It's probably actually you can't see it. There's a spot right here above the rig that is that's probably where Boom Boom is gonna go, so he can look down upon me and judge me if I'm not writing.
Nice. I put that together an hour before we got on.
Dude, that is awesome.
I was like, you know what? Like, I need to do something for my guy here because you've been a huge supporter of like the Space Pew Pew thing and everything, and I know how much you and I both love Boom Boom.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I gotta have Boom Boom phone in from Kudzu Gamma.
I love it.
From the war and just be like, Logan on Mirth Quake. Like, let's do it.
And that voice fits him so perfectly.
I was surprised. I didn't have to do any editing on the voice. It nailed it. You know, it's
so
the prompt was quite a thing.
Yes, that is amazing.
Yeah, no, that's good stuff. I'm gonna post that separately on like X, so you can just like.
I'm just gonna download that and
yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine.
Let him talk to me every night before bed.
I'll throw it on. I'm like, all right. So do I really need to start like a TikTok for Boom Boom and just like have him just like just like you see the stupid selfie videos of stuff like.
Oh, like the Bigfoot selfies.
Like those are the stormtroopers. Another one. I could have a whole Boom Boom. He could.
So I'm not guilty pleasure song. Not guilty at all. I have listened to the Boom Boom song more times than I care to. Like over half the views on that song are probably from me driving.
That's fantastic.
Hey, it hits that that new metal vibe.
Yeah, of course. It's a throwback.
Just right.
Yep.
Whoever was like looking at that, you can like meme that. I had somebody on here like earlier. I was like, "Hey, tune in tonight," and they're like, "We're gonna do it for the memes." So,
right. And by the way, she's lying because I made a gangster rap song about her cat. Right? and I did, and I'm tempted to throw it up here right now just to prove it. I'm just saying, I just don't want to take the 2 minutes that it'll take to run through the song, but it's there. He's in a gold chain and everything, and like I wrote the lyrics, did the whole thing, remastered the song.
I laughed my ass off to that song.
Which one?
The cat song.
Oh, you saw the gang? Yeah, because I put it on TikTok, right?
Yeah. You also sent it to like me.
Right.
In the Four Horsemen chat. That's what I call it personally.
Yeah, that's right. Me and my Four Horsemen are going.
Me and the Horsemen.
No, that's good. Yeah, it'll blow up your TikTok.
It absolutely will.
Look, and you know what's funny is the thing about this is, and you know, you're a big supporter of my like insane whatever it is that I end up doing, right? You're just like you're the biggest enabler I have, right? Because you're like, yeah, do that. And so, right. But the thing is, when I'm thinking about this, how many authors are out there doing videos with their characters?
None at all. I mean, I know Shamey has like a massive TikTok presence, but I don't think she does like videos with her characters. And that's like no hate towards her if she's watching. Hey, cuz, how's it going?
For sure. But it's one of those things where it's like, you know, this is another angle that authors could have to connect with people that enjoy the work.
Absolutely.
And it's so freaking easy to do if you just learn a little bit, watch a couple videos, hang out with dudes like Grimfell,
right?
You know, and like you pick up on these things, and like everybody's like, you know, the AI and it's AI slop, and dude, like I don't care. That brings me joy.
Listen, you know, I get some of the AI issue. I really
for sure.
Like if you're an artist and it's feeding on your work and putting out stuff that basically is yours, I get that. I also don't think that anyone who says like, oh, I can write a book with AI, obviously you can't.
No, you can't.
You've never read anything AI. It does not read well at all.
Try to get it to do humor. I prompted it and I'm like, tell me a joke that nobody's ever heard before. It was the most terrible, absurd, like just the jokes that nothing made any sense because it can't really do that. And it doesn't have that kind of sense of humor. So like, yeah.
You know, people are freaking out because they're like, oh, it's an artificial intelligence. It's like, no, it's really just a high functioning algorithm.
Yeah, for sure.
And it does what basically all help desk IT people do when they can't solve a problem. They go to Google.
Right.
I hate to like burst your bubble
No,
there, but you know, when they tell you to turn it off and turn it back on again, you're like, well, I've done that. They're like, oh no, and they immediately start typing.
I've had that job for years, and yeah,
right, because you're a data dude.
All it is. Yeah, it's like, and I was in the cubicle tech support thing for so long, you know.
It's horrible.
Yeah. No, and it was great because people would call up and they'd be like, you know, so I was working on my Word document and I closed it and it asked me if I wanted to save it. And I said, no. Can I get it back? I'm like,
right.
No, no, it's not how this works, sir.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Charlie, I agree.
What's that?
As she said, high functioning, you're being generous. Like, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But no, I wholeheartedly think that like what you're doing with the AI stuff, I know that there was that whole incident a couple of weeks back where somebody was flaming you like crazy. And I'm like, why?
I don't even.
Why? You own the IP. What does it matter?
Yeah, no, I didn't see anybody, you know, or anything. Oh, you're talking about the post.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. No, there's definitely some things going on with that, and but like everything's just like a dud anyway. And you know, the way I explain it to people is just like this is making things accessible that were never accessible before. And you know, in ways, if I had to put together a 10-second thing like that looks like that from an animation studio, like you're talking thousands upon thousands of dollars.
That's going to be like at a minimum $15,000 or higher.
It's absurd, like CGI or whatever else, and all this kind of stuff. And so to be able to leverage that and use it in a way to actually connect with somebody that likes your work, you know, I made custom boom boom for you. Right? Like that's like how freaking cool it, like we live in this world.
That's awesome.
How cool is that, right? So yeah, no, so much appreciated, man. That's my thank you to you for all of your boom boom support over the years.
I mean, and you already know this, but this goes out to anybody who's thinking about reading Space Pew Pew. Go on Amazon, find my review because I wrote it in Capybara.
Right, forward sentences. That's funny.
No,
there you go, man.
Yeah, so, dude, that's what I'm here for. Like, support my friends and let's do this shit, right?
This is the kind of stuff we're all trying to lift each other up, man.
Speaking of, not to like segue into any, he does not love me more than you, Jacqueline. I'm not living up there with him. You are.
Do it.
Not to like segue into anything weird, but when you read Deer in the Headlights, you asked me, am I going to turn that into something like full length?
Yeah.
No, but yes.
Okay.
Like there's I'm working right now. I was actually working on this earlier today. I was talking to KB about that. I'm working on a full length horror novel that kind of has vibes of Deer in the Headlights. Good. You might see some characters from Deer in the Headlights come over.
So. Gotcha. Yeah. If so for Deer in the Headlights, it has this whole it's that kind of like Firewatch vibe, I guess.
Like, that was the whole idea.
Yeah. And it's just really like I love that whole first of all, what a great character, just like kind of getting in his truck, running around and trying to figure out what's going on, meeting with the old dude. You've got like there's such this little southern sort of like Appalachian thing about it where just like they haven't really met, but like come over for dinner. Just like all these little things that were in there that I was like, this is just like the entire vibe. Like what's really cool about that. Right. And reading something that somebody else writes, you know, they're from somewhere else and they have a different background, different story and everything, just like you do that I don't know of. I'm a Yankee. Right.
Yeah.
But being able to see that and know like this is coming from stuff that is part of your culture or you growing up. Mm-hmm. And to me, that's just like really brilliant because you get to see it through somebody's eyes as to where it comes from, which is really, really cool. So yeah, no, I'm so happy to hear that you're working on something longer, you know, to do that because you just got to keep these things rolling, man.
And so I sent you the second draft, didn't I? I think so.
I don't know which one you sent me. I'm not sure. Maybe.
I think I sent you the second draft.
You sent it to me at LibertyCon.
Yeah, that would have been I think that was the second draft.
Okay. Yep.
So what's funny is I have a friend who him and all of his family are in the nuclear industry.
Oh.
Like his dad was part of the crew that created the cleanup plan for 3 Mile Island.
Oh shoot.
No shit. Like that's
Yep.
legit. And he read the first draft and hit me with like, it wouldn't be cows, because originally in the first draft it was going to be a cattle farm. He's like, well, it wouldn't be cattle because if the guy's dad worked at the nuclear facility, you wouldn't want to eat any type of beef that's been near irradiated soil. He's like, make it a horse farm. I was like, why? He said, well, A, Tennessee walking horses.
Yep.
And B, people like horses more than they like cows. So when one of them dies, spoiler alert,
Right.
It's going to be more of an impact. And he's like, and then have, hey, Jesse's finally in.
No.
Hey,
There it is.
listen, buddy.
Missed it.
Until you give me like the full on like it's getting published, I'm in limbo. You said I have to wait until August 15th to find out if it's made the cut.
That's great.
But he was like, if it's a farm, put in English ivy and mustard greens because they actually absorb and kill radiation. I was like, okay, why? I mean, I was like, I'm going to do this, but why? He's like, well, just anyone who's in the industry will notice it. No one else will care. And I was like, well, all right, okay,
yeah,
cool.
I mean, that's legit, sure.
So,
yeah, now you got me thinking about just like what are the different animals that you could have on that with the whole irradiated. So like radioactive chickens.
I guess radioactive chickens are a thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Like that. There's a whole story.
And here's the scariest part. The facility it was based off of was a legitimate place.
Oh.
So it's not actually in Townsend. Sadness. Right. It's based off of a plant in Dawsonville, Georgia.
Okay.
But like all the stuff that I described, like the whole like exposed reactor and everything, I legitimately looked it up because it had nothing to do with writing it whatsoever.
Right.
It had everything to do with the fact that I run a Werewolf the Apocalypse game every other Friday.
Oh, nice.
And I was looking up stuff for them and then found the reactor. And then Jesse hit me with the whole like, hey, man, we're doing biological bedlam. And I was like, wait a minute. Bing.
Nice. So, I love it when those ideas come in, man. That's the good stuff for sure.
Yeah,
so, and really like you're going like that's some old school stuff running.
So it's the 5th edition of it.
Okay.
Which if anyone's into the TTRPG sphere, White Wolf is coming back. Like Renegade Games has a hold of it, and it's a whole mess. We're not going to go into it here because there's like decades of it. But yes, absolutely, I love the World of Darkness.
I played the hell out of Vampire the Masquerade.
That explains a lot.
I was big into VTM, and as a matter of fact, one of my favorite all-time PC games was Bloodlines.
Really? Okay.
That game is so good. It was so good. They for the time that it came out, they absolutely nailed the world, nailed the characters. Everything about it was just really freaking cool. Like it. I'm not going to say that it holds up today, but there is an entire community making more content for it and everything.
Right.
These people are really dedicated, and they put together. I mean, again, this would have been like mid to late 90s.
Okay.
They put together such a great system.
Back when I was like 5 or 6.
Yeah, no, Wolf, like they really did well, and then their supplements started coming out for like the different clans and all that kind of stuff, and it was just like a legit, like a great system. I cut my coding teeth coding a Vampire the Masquerade mush back in the day. Do you even know what a mush is?
Sort of.
Okay, so like you know what a BBS is? Like you like call up with your phone and you're on like a terminal basically, and it's just all text-based, right? And you can talk to people. It's like a little neighborhood thing. They all did that like back in the day. But a mush is basically like it's a text-based, it's like a text-based MMO for people, right?
Yeah,
so like people log in and you like you're typing out what you're doing, but you can type out actions or dialogue or whatever, but somebody has to code the world that you're in, and you can move to different areas, walk down a street, and there's a different building there. So like literally like a text-based role-playing game. It's just an MMO essentially.
Right. I get what you're saying.
Some of them have combat metrics, some don't. Mushes usually didn't. It was more for role-playing.
It's like, what was it? Was it Zork, but bigger?
Okay, similar, right?
Yeah.
So similar, but no graphic at all, right? So it's just strictly like just a screen of text, right? And you're hanging out with other people, but you're describing the actions that you're doing and everything else. So anyway, I did up one that was I coded half of the city of New Orleans in this thing. And it was, we had to look at maps and just putting the things. It was basically like now kids are doing that in Minecraft and
right, yeah,
adults too. But back then that's what we had, and it was super duper fun. And you could do all sorts of automated things in it. So you could create NPCs that would interact with people based on what they said to them, all sorts of crazy stuff. But yeah, that's where I got bit by the coding bug initially.
I cut my teeth on writing back in 2006 in the MySpace era, back when it first started. Coding on them was fantastic, but I got my start on writing on the play by post RP forums.
Right.
And I did that for years until 2015 when and this was actually something I was talking to you about in the green room. Legitimately 10 years ago, September 4th, I was working at a paper mill and almost lost my left arm.
Oh.
Yeah, it's covered in tattoo now that you can't see it, but I've got 2 medical scars from where seriously, the radius was almost sticking out of the skin on the left side of the arm. I had a second elbow and it's hanging down to my armpit.
Oh, jeez.
So I had always played with online RP and all that kind of stuff, but I had downtime because I was not allowed to go anywhere because this was all seriously, it was stuck like this, which was kind of embarrassing, but nobody was at the house, so I didn't care.
Right.
I had nothing to do, and I had always kind of enjoyed writing.
Yep.
So I was like, well, why not see what we can do? And it's funny, me and you talk, I hate to say we talk shit about Brandon Sanderson all the time, but we talk about the whole
You do, I just agree.
I talk shit about Brandon Sanderson only for this, he's, from what I understand, he's a great person.
I'm sure.
His tropes have led to such a constriction on the fantasy writing community.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
But I actually owe him a lot because he runs a master's level creative writing program at BYU. I know it's my right arm on the camera. It's my left arm in real life. There, monkey bone.
Also like this one, dude, you're going to the old days stuff before AOL and stuff that he's not going to know any of this.
Actually, my grandfather was an old IBM technician. I grew up on this kind of stuff.
Oh, there you go. By the way, LaVoice, I was basically a room moderator on AOL for the Red Dragon Inn. So I was a bartender.
Nice.
In there way back in the day when you had to pay by minute. That was something. So anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
But Brandon Sanderson, I think he still teaches it, but he teaches a master's level creative writing course on genre fiction. Okay. And he posts it for free on YouTube.
Yeah, I've seen some of the clips. I don't really watch, but I've seen some of the clips.
So I as much shit as I talk about some of the tropes that he started and how it's affected the writing community, in my opinion, in bad ways, I actually owe a lot to him because a lot of the information I have is because I had nothing else to do because I had an arm out of commission. So I just sat down at my computer with a notebook and went through the courses taking notes, full on notebook and pencil and paper. Like I was in a college course for 6 months, just watching these videos, pausing, rewinding, going back, listening, making sure I got the notes and everything. And I was just like, oh,
it's pretty much like a free masterclass, right?
And there was 2 years worth of it. Yeah. And he's adding a new one now. So it's just, I haven't gone back and watched it because it's a lot of rehashing the same stuff. But at the same time, it was one of those where a lot of the early knowledge really of the craft came from that.
Yeah.
And if you told me 10 years ago that I would have a story waiting for submission, I'd be working on a full novel and be doing this.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, you're full of shit.
I know, but how cool is that though, right?
That hit me yesterday. Because I was like, oh my God, it's been 10 years. And I was like, wait a minute.
Holy
fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, that's funny. It's the same that you can catch some of that stuff. For me, watching some Jordan Peterson or things like that, just his lectures and it's interesting stuff. A lot about lobster, that's the whole thing. But it's one of those things. I enjoy some of those. I appreciate the fact that a guy like Sanderson is bringing creative writing and fiction writing just like more into like making it part of the conversation at
Right.
least, because more people focus on that. It means more readers, and that's better for all of us that are just, you know, shoving out stories here and there. Right. So I'm not like, I'm good with that. Stephen King annoys the hell out of me and I don't like him. You
So
know,
I've got big thoughts on a lot of the, like Stephen King and even some of the older. I was talking to somebody about Conan because
yep.
of a love of sword and sorcery and a desire to actually write in that genre. But when you look at the people that are like, oh, you got to read this to understand the tropes, I'm like, you do realize that half of these authors are sneaking in like bondage porn into their videos.
I know, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's a thing.
That's a thing.
Some things never change.
And then you've got like Stephen King and It writing stuff with kids, and I'm like, buddy.
Yeah, I know. You know, it's funny because I tell people all the time, oh shoot, really, Charlie throwing up the lead. It's good. It's good. There's a throwback.
Yeah.
You know, there was it was Piers Anthony, right? And I've said to multiple people, like I grew up, you know, like I feel like Piers Anthony was a big part of my reading when I was growing up. I loved On a Pale Horse. The Incarnations of Immortality series was great.
Right.
That one in particular just really, really stuck with me and was, I'd call it an influence. His Xanth world. You know, I have in SPACE PEW PEW, Xanthi is named, that's a tribute to
Okay,
Piers
that makes perfect sense.
Right, because like it's something that like I'm like I just have to do a little nod to the fact that Piers, like he gave me this love of, you know, fantasy and urban fantasy really with the Immortality series.
Mm.
You know, which was like a rarer thing to come across. Usually it was all sort like you go to the bookstore if it's the, you know, late 80s, early 90s, and it's just all stuff like the Redwall and stuff like it's just all the fantasy covers, and you know, and like there's nothing wrong with all that. It's all great, but like Piers Anthony was just one of the ones that I was drawn to. And but then you start to realize, I'm like, wow, it's like there's some stuff in those books that it's like that's not getting published today.
I think just I hate to say this, but like I'm looking at the Jesse comment.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna wait until I get the email, brother. But woo,
nice. There we go.
woo,
Mirth Quake breaking news.
yes.
Yep. There we go. Congratulations, sir. I love it.
But to go back to what we were talking about,
yeah,
there's foundational stories, I think, in horror, because obviously Stephen King, when it comes to King, though, I'm more of a Salem's Lot kind of guy.
Okay.
Which the book I'm working on, which is called Scratch, is very much like Salem's Lot done with horror type stuff, just set in a small town in southern Appalachia.
Yep.
With elements of deer in the headlights
stuff.
But there's a lot of just really weird, like you can see where people kind of snuck their guilty pleasure like kinks into the writing in like the pulp era and that kind of stuff.
For sure.
And there's some great stories in that era. Like I was just listening to an audiobook, Beyond the Black River.
Okay.
It's a Conan story. It's fantastic. But some of the other stuff is they're talking about like lesbian flagellation scenes. I'm like, what?
That's out of nowhere. Yeah.
So I've got respect for the trope codifiers.
Sure.
But even a big Pern fan, like there's some stuff in the Pern books that you go back and you're like that didn't age well.
Right. Right. For sure. No, that's definitely a thing, man, for sure. So what else are we gonna get into? We can chat about another thing or two, but then I want to get in some pitch storm with you. So.
I do want to get into pitch storm.
You had some great. This has been quite a stream for you. You got a video call from Boom Boom.
I know,
and then you get breaking news that your story's in. This is pretty awesome.
I know. You guys heard it here, first actual publication. Like, oh, let me just go hide real quick.
That's good, man.
Oh, no pressure, right?
No, you're good now.
So, actually, I can do something fun. I've got about 550 some odd words written and scratched. Do you guys want to hear it?
Sure.
Now it's rough. It's obviously like, this is an unedited first draft. Let me pull it up.
Bust it out for us, man. It's only 500 words. Let's do that, and then we'll play some Pitchstorm. This is going to be great.
592. So scratch real quick. The name came from my grandmother. Her family are Disharoons, which is about as an Appalachian name as you can hear around here. But
I've never heard that before. But yeah.
So
okay.
There's an area down in North Georgia called Big Canoe. If any of you are familiar with North Georgia, it's a big, like, super high end, like estate type place, like super rich and bougie fucking people like live over there. It used to be a very private, very rural community called Wolf Scratch.
Okay.
And the reason why it's called Wolf Scratch is legitimately back in the day, the South had two types of wolves. We had red wolves and we had gray wolves. And it was called Wolf Scratch because the wolves would track up to the settlers' houses and scratch at the doors trying to get in at night.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So I was like, I'm going to write this kind of Appalachian dark fairy tale about a town that exists.
Okay, yep.
Called Scratch. And so the prologue, and I know they say don't write a prologue, but I'm writing a prologue because you've got to establish horror and rules for the story anyway.
Right.
And it's got these two little younger brothers, just to set the scene. It's rural. It's these two younger boys are out on kind of like their farm property. And I'm going to read the intro quote, because I found this quote is fantastic, and then I'll get into the actual scene.
We're going to go floor is yours now.
Full on teaser. The quote is, "We fear darkness. We fear eyes that watch from the foliage. Sometimes we fear the foliage, and perhaps we should. Long before haunted houses existed, haunted forests encircled the globe." That's a quote from Robert Dunbar. And it starts with, "Do you ever wonder what's in there?" Jake asked as he peered into the woods from his perch on the old hickory stump. His younger brother, Matt, struggled to hoist himself up onto the wooden platform. "Jake," he called as he slid down once more. Jake turned and offered his brother a hand, pulling the smaller boy up beside him. "Well?" Jake asked impatiently. "Do you?" "No," Matt huffed. Dad said that we're not to go in there. And Cousin John said that if you stare long enough at the trees, they stare back." Jake chided his brother as he poked Matt in the ribs. Matt stuck his tongue out at Jake, prompting a snicker from the older boy. "Ain't nothing in them woods, Matt. Just possums and coons and deer." "What about snakes?" "Sure, there are snakes too. And lizards and frogs and coyotes," Matt added quietly. He searched the field before them, his eyes panning over the tall grass. "Coyotes are scary." "Everything's scary to you." "Not true. I like possums." "You are a possum." "You're a turd," Matt retorted before blowing a raspberry. "A big stinking turd." "Your mom's a turd," Jake fired back before covering his eyes with his hand. The evening sun was shining at the boys from just over the trees and right into Jake's eyes. "Wait a minute," Matt's brow knit together as he looked up at his brother. "She's your mom too. Doesn't that—" "Boys!" The call came from their dad. He was finishing up some fence work near the barn before sunset. "Boys, sun is setting. Come on back." "Come on, Matt," Jake sighed. He turned and jumped off the stump. "You know the rules. Got to be back in 5 minutes after the barn light comes on. Otherwise, you don't get dessert." "I know." Matt turned and held his hand out to his brother, only to see Jake running across the field towards their house. "Jake!" Matt cried out. "That's not fair. I'll fall." His shouting fell on deaf ears. Jake was already halfway back to the house by now. "Jake, come back!" Matt sniffled and wiped his nose. Jake wasn't always mean, but when he was, well, he was a big stinking turd. Matt eased into a squat and peered down from the stump. It didn't look like too big of a jump from here. I could still fall on my face, Matt thought as he took a deep breath, or skin up my legs again. He rocked forward onto the balls of his feet and grabbed the edge of the stump. A clump of bark peeled away, revealing several beetles. Matt took a moment to admire the bugs as they flew away. When something moved in the woods behind him, Matt froze. It had sounded like when his dad was hunting. His dad was always careful about his steps when he hunted. slow, quiet steps that Matt always thought took too long to finish. Of course, that might be why Dad hadn't taken him on many hunts last year. The sound happened again. It was crystal clear. And just like Matt had heard before, it had to be something walking in the woods behind him. Just a deer, Matt told himself. Maybe it's a possum. If I caught one, maybe Dad would let me keep it. Matt had always wanted a pet possum. The thought of getting a chance to catch one now made him smile as he stood up and turned to face the woods. Pause scene.
Nice. There we go, man.
If anyone knows Appalachia, we know what's going to happen.
That's right. Yeah, you had me at your mom's a turd. So that is my kind of line right there for sure. Yeah, and I would echo Nathan there that it's nice. Like you got a nice clear voice on your characters, which is good, man. So bravo.
It's going to be all well and good by the end of the chapter when you realize that one of them's going to die.
There you go. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
I mean, it's the first chapter. Like it's like that's all good. Yeah.
Yeah, major
exactly.
spoiler alert. Both of them are going to die.
Oh, there you go. There it is. No, that's good, man. And look, keep getting the words down, man, because like you're doing it right now. You know, this is how you get started. You get your stuff out there. You get the short story out there. You get your work out there, and I'm really happy to see you get on X and just start to get out of just like only Facebook.
Like, yeah, no kidding. So KB and I were talking about this.
Yep.
I read your branding post and immediately had an existential crisis.
That's good.
I was like, I just started writing, like seriously started writing. And I was like, now I've got to think about a brand. So I've been looking at domains. I've been looking at website builders.
Yep.
All the domains that I've looked at are available.
Oh, nice.
Thankfully my own name's available. That's great.
Right.
I'd be very upset if another Logan Stovall had taken that.
That's yeah.
Thank you, GoDaddy, for letting me know that's available. And if any of you assholes beat me to it, I will find you. There's not many of us, but if one of them is listening, I will find you.
It's on sale.
Oh man. But
no, that's such an important thing too. When I was searching, you know, when I came up with the idea for Quill It with Fire, and I'm like, somebody's got to have that. Like, there's no way. And then I went on. I did just a straight up Google search, and it was like 2 pages. Just nobody uses the phrase, and I'm like, well, shoot. Like, so that's open, which is like, honestly, it's like it's rare to have a phrase that makes sense be available anymore. You know. So I kind of collect domains because they're easy to just get for $20 for a year and park. So
like some of the GoDaddy ones were on for like a cent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also have like these like boutique domains with like the different, instead of like .com or .net.
Right.
They have one that's .sucks.
Dude, I saw that and I cackled. I was like, I kind of want that.
I'm like, you know, like I like, you know, not to get into something so mundane as sports talk, but as a Philadelphia Eagles fan, the idea of getting the domain Dallas.sucks is just like super tempting. Awesome. I just don't have $1,000 to spend on it. I'm just like spare money going around. But like I would.
Robert, if you steal my domain, I know where you live.
That's right.
I will come negotiate strenuously with you.
Nice name you got there. Shame if something happened to it. Shoot. All right. Well, you know what time it is, Logan?
Oh, it's about time.
It's time for Pitch Storm is what it is. Oh, folks, we're going to do this, and it's going to be super fun. So let me go ahead and bring up the wheel. Let's bring up the wheel. Oh, there it is. That's right. If I have it like this, it's kind of hard to see. Chat, I'm going to bounce you out for just a minute so I can do the spins, and then I'll bring you in to heckle the guy. Right, here we go.
Yeah, Please let them heckle. They've been wanting nothing more than to just give me absolute shit. Admittedly, they have 50 episodes of me giving them the shit. So
that is it's kind of like a comeuppance sort of thing.
I'm here for it. Like I've done nothing but give you guys the runaround for 50 episodes. So
no, that's true. All right. So next up, folks, we're going to go ahead and play some Pitch Storm. This little exercise provides us a live real-time look into our guest's brain. Terrifying. Guests are given a random character, random plot, and must pitch these two things as a story detailed as their heart desires. Once the 30-second pitch is expired, there are 2 additional rounds with a unique twist where the story gets repitched. Audience heckling is mandatory. That's right.
And you better do it.
And you better do it. As a I'll do it. I'll be in the chat just like giving you shit the whole time. As a lifeline, there are 2 mulligans offered. So, Logan, if you have a great distaste for one of the spins, ask for the respin, but we just don't do it twice in a row. So whatever you get, you're stuck with. Be something really terrible. I
can run with it. I'll make something horrible.
The wheel of plots, and doom.
That's very Invader Zim of you. I appreciate that.
Pretty much, that's doom. I have socks that say doom all over them from Invader Zim.
Dude, sure. That probably explains why I am the way I am. That was my childhood show growing up.
Seriously?
Yes.
Oh man, I love Invader Zim. Do you know who the artist is?
Yeah, Jonan Vasquez. He did like Johnny the Homicidal Maniac and all that.
I've got like all of them.
Wow.
Here. Yeah, no, I was a huge fan of Johnny the Homicidal Maniac.
Like, as far as
he had some real weird shit too.
I'll hit you with the comic book stuff once we're in the green room. Like, let's stay focused.
There you go.
I think Jacqueline might kill us if we don't.
Exactly right. Oh no, we can go. Oh, this is better. Yeah.
There we go.
All right, there we go. All right, so you know how this works. Illusion of choice. Do we go with characters A or characters B?
Let's go with A.
Let's go with A. All right, spin it. We're gonna spin it to win it. What do we got, people? An old fisherman alone at sea.
Okay.
Derivative, but let's go ahead and figure out a plot. Plots A or plots B?
A.
Okay. Your old fisherman at sea. And matches wits against a wily leprechaun.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. You ready?
Yeah, I think I got this.
Okay. So we'll go like I'm gonna set it for a minute and the record scratch will kick it off, but like you just go for however long, right?
All right.
Right. So we've got, folks, just so you are aware, we've got our old fisherman alone at sea, has to match, he's not really alone. He has to match wits against a wily leprechaun. Logan, Pitch Storm has started. Off you go.
All right. So setting the scene, we're not going to be in the US. We're going to be coastal Ireland. So it's very much old man in the sea, except he's past his fishing days. For the simple fact that his boots have worn out. He's grounded until he can get to a cobbler to fix the boots. Which, if you understand leprechaun folklore, leprechauns are cobblers. So he goes to the cobbler that everyone's telling him don't go to. They're always the worst shoes possible. He walks in. This guy is kind of like scraggly, creepy looking, and he says, "I'll fix your boots, but it costs everything." He says, "Well, just fix my boots. I'm a fisherman. What do you want?" He goes, "Well, I want the prize catch." And so he fixes his boots, but he puts a leprechaun enchantment on it. And so the man goes back to sea. He catches this prized fish, right? I don't know what the game fish over in Ireland is, but he catches the prize fish. That's like, how yellowfin tuna is like $1,500 for a fish.
Right.
And he's thinking, this is the greatest thing on the face of the planet, but he remembers the deal.
All right, so now we got to wait for the next spin. All right. Okay. I'm invested. Let's see. I forgot about that with the whole leprechaun cobbler thing.
Oh yeah.
That's a good call. All right.
Actually, if anyone's ever running into leprechauns, the best thing you can do is take their shoes.
Okay. It's kind of like an opposite Dobby.
Yeah.
So let's go throw some notes into this thing and see how badly we can screw it. All right?
Okay, let's do this.
So because you've got a whole setup here. There's lore and everything. What if all the characters were from rival gangs?
Perfect.
Okay. All right, man. Run with it. Go.
Okay. So here's the thing. This old man, back in his day, before he became a fisherman, was a knee breaker for the fairy court of spring. And because this leprechaun in particular is part of the Unseelie, he was associated with the court of winter. So now there's this turf beef between this man who he's human, but he was a part of the court of spring, and he's going up against the court of winter. But if they have a direct conflict, then both of the gangs, these are not royal courts, they're gangs, because why wouldn't fairies be crime gangs?
Of course.
If they have direct conflict, then both the gangs are going to wage war in Ireland again.
All right. Wow. This is getting deep. I need like fantasy maps now. Let's go ahead. All right. I'm going to give you one more wrinkle. Okay. And now we bring the story home to a resolution.
All right.
So ready for an ending, but with one thing involved. Let's see if we get something about 8-year-old harlots. Let's go. What if the main character's best friend is secretly God?
Okay, so that gives me a time frame. I got this.
All right, off you go, man. Let's wrap it up. Bring me home.
So it's not God; it's the voice of God. Ireland is just now seeing the influx of the Catholics, and so his friend is none other than Saint Patrick.
Oh, nice.
Which puts everyone on weird, like uneasy turf, because this man was a leg breaker for the court of summer. His cobbler is a leprechaun with the court of winter, and the guy's best friend is St. Patrick. And as we all know, St. Patrick ran the snakes, aka pagans, out of Ireland. So what we have here is a gang war between the court of summer, the Catholic Church, and the court of winter, all because one fisherman had bad boots.
I will say, is there an ending? Like,
so
what's the resolution? I need.
You're going to have the resolution is going to be tied into obviously the snakes being driven from Ireland and the Catholic like influx into Ireland and basically the Druidic genocide. Like you're going to see the Fae and all of the folklore of Ireland go to Anwen and the other world. Basically the old religion is going to be driven out, but this is a very personal, very human story about one man that unintentionally starts that genocide in Ireland.
I'm into it, man. I will say bravo to you, sir. That was also like a history lesson.
Oh yeah, I mean,
yeah, no, I like it.
History, mythology, folklore, all that kind of stuff fuels my writing. So
see, and this is people. I tell you all the time, everybody, that the reason that we do this game is because we talk to you for a while. We know the kind of things that you like and what your influences are. And then we just get to see it in real time, which is why it's so freaking cool. Because like now this is something that is totally on brand for you. Right. Because I know you're into the cryptids and you're into this kind of stuff. Yeah. And for you to be throwing out this kind of lore when you're put on the spot is brilliant.
So
this shows you that it all works.
To tie it back to family, my mom is a Murphy. And I'm about 5 or 6 generations from the great grandfather who came over from Ireland. So a lot of that folklore is very, very rich in my family.
Right. those are the OG boots. Yeah. See, oh my God, I need this story. Logan's nailing it. Right. Yeah.
I try. Okay.
We need a pitch storm panel.
That was honestly the perfect storm. If that had been completely unhinged, I don't know if I would have been able to do that good.
Yeah, like one of them was was a I don't know, some little girl training ponies or something. Like there's weird stuff in here that can come up and just derail anything that you have planned. Every once in a while, it all lines up. We had Jesse with Slagman, right? Slagman is one of the legendary Mirth Quake pitches. Like,
so now, I mean, if this pitch of the cobbler. The Cobbler Crusade is what the Cobbler's Crusade is what I'm going to call that story.
Nice. There you go. See, look, so why not? Like all this good stuff. We got all this good stuff for this. You've been good luck for Mirth Quake in every way. And then you come on and it's like, oh yeah, your story's accepted. And here's Boom Boom. And by the way, we got a new story idea with
this has been a night for me. It's been
I'm just saying. This is celebratory for sure. Let's do another round.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go.
Do you want to go bees on this one?
Let's do bees.
All right, let's do
the
it. So our first
Bees
one.
for Boom Boom.
Bees for Boom Boom. Right. Let's go. A video game character brought to life.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. All right.
Oh, Lord.
And let's go with, I know you like Dark Souls.
Oh, yeah.
And Tetris, but like,
Dark Souls and Tetris.
That would be a weird mashup. Tries to save the world from a zombie apocalypse.
Okay.
Wow. All right. Like, this was not, I don't plan these ahead of time, but that's like, bro, that's served to you on a silver platter.
I've got it.
Of course you do.
I've got it.
Yes. By the way, I cannot confirm or deny. I'm only going to give a hint that there might be a particular anthology next year that I am involved with that has to do with video game, think Tron type of stuff. So if you got a good idea.
So I'm not gonna lie, I know that both Rack Press and Spearman Burke like reposted my promo from earlier, and I've seen Burke in the audience. I'm like, oh my god, they're watching.
That's right. Look out.
Okay,
that's good. All right, so here we
brought
go.
to life to save the world from the zombie apocalypse.
A video game character brought to life, trying to save the world from the zombie apocalypse. So here we go, and yeah, that was the wrong button. Sorry.
Oh god.
No, that's also the wrong button. Here we go. And go.
Okay. All right, the zombie apocalypse happened in a way that none of us expected, right? So we've all heard the creepypastas about haunted video games. Little did we know that one would actually have a right in it that when you beat the game, it opened up a portal and unleashed zombies upon us. Think Cold Brook, but without the like CERN Hadron Collider. So people, the world's gone to hell in a handbasket. It's destroyed. Zombies are everywhere. And so they're like, wait a minute, if they accidentally brought the zombies into this world, we're going to bring the heroes. And I say heroes because it's going to be more than one. The first person that they bring in is none other than the man, the myth, the legend, the Doomslayer.
Oh, nice. All right.
So he's brought into the U.S., let's say the Midwest, and given his double-barrel shotgun and one mission, kill everything that moans.
Love it. That's good. All right. That's step one in this whole story. I'm here for the Doomslayer. You put him in anything. All right. Let's go with some notes.
All right, let's hit it.
Let's see if we can mess this all up. First things first. Yeah, the story's great, but as your producer, I'm wondering, can we have the characters adopt a dog together?
Yeah,
it's like everybody. I think. Wait, hold on. There's more to that text. I'm trying to see if everyone loves dogs is all it says. Yeah, okay. Everyone loves dogs, so let's have the Doomslayer and some zombies adopt a dog together.
All right,
here we go.
So they brought in the Doomslayer and he's doing fantastic. But they're like, there's too many zombies, which is kind of insane to say when you've got the Doomslayer on here. He took on the entire forces of hell. But they're like, we need to figure out how to bring in more people. So somebody breaks into another game, opens it up, and instead of bringing out the hero, they broke into Fallout and they bring in dog meat. And so you've got Doomslayer and you've got dog meat.
All right.
Boom.
Okay. All right. So Doomslayer and Dogmeat now roaming the zombie apocalypse wasteland, so to speak. All right. No, I'm good. I'm into it. Yeah. It's Jesse's got a great idea. It's the Doom Animal Crossing crossover.
You see, that's just right here. That's the low-hanging fruit. In comedy, they tell you don't go for the low-hanging fruit. Now in martial arts, they tell you hit the
low-hanging fruit. Yeah, nobody. Yes, there's a reason. All right, let's throw in one more wrinkle and let's get to an ending, sir. Nintendogs. Oh man.
All right, here we go.
Let's go. What if we set this in a school for gifted mutants?
Okay.
Doomslayer, zombies, dog meat, school for gifted mutants. Bring me home to an ending, sir. Here we go.
All right. So all of this happens, and New York, right? Because everything happens in New York. It's a terrible state. So you have one team that's focusing on Doom. They bring in the Doomslinger. They have another team that accidentally brought dog meat in from Fallout. Well, you've got another team that's like, what do we do? And they sift through all of the material, and they find an old arcade game, and it has an X on it. And they're like, well, let's try and put all this into that. They're like, X, maybe empty space. And so it absorbs all the zombie apocalypse, the Doomslayer, and Dogmeat, and puts it into the old arcade X-Men game.
Oh, nice. All right.
So now you have Doomslayer, Wolverine, Cyclops, Dogmeat, Storm, Jean Grey taking on the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, and I think we know where that's going to end up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Could they turn Wolverine into a zombie? Or is it the healing thing that they couldn't?
In the original Marvel Zombies that Robert Kirkman did, yes. Yep. Now, when they came back and redid it, where it wasn't necessarily zombies, it was a mutated version of the Brood.
Right.
His healing factor, which they've proven that he can't be turned into a Brood or implanted with a Brood symbiote because his healing factor pushes it out. So he was the only one of the initial group that went to Galactus because his body was flying through the cosmos towards Earth when that happened. I'm serious. If you look this up, it's actually a legitimate storyline. He's the only one that knew who they were and didn't get infected.
That's fantastic. I will say, Logan, also just bravo on nailing Pitch Storm. A great job on a great evening. But go ahead and continue. Also, I just did want to highlight this real quick too. For those who never read the Doom novels, Doom 2 happens because Doomslayer is mad. Not that hell is invading Earth, but they killed his rabbit.
It's the truth. They killed his pet. The demons killed his pet rat. I think it's the demons killed his pet.
You're saying that John Wick is just a derivative work.
Yes.
Really, okay. Yeah. No, that makes sense.
So
go ahead.
Fun, and this is for everybody who's been following along from the very beginning. Fun bit of my lore. I am named after Wolverine.
Really?
Yes. I'm being serious. The name Logan came from Wolverine.
Great. Yeah, of course. Is it like chomping cigar ever or no?
Yeah, absolutely.
From time to time. Yep.
Dunbarton's.
Okay.
If anyone's familiar with cigars, absolutely Dunbarton's. The Sin Compromiso is my go-to. And if I can get a hold of them, the Black Unicorns.
It's fantastic.
But the Black Unicorns are about $100 per cigar, so they don't happen very often.
Yeah. Well, it's special occasions, like when you've been on a stream and you found out that your story was picked up, and
that's I was holding off on the Redbreast Irish whiskey, which is my favorite Irish whiskey. I was like, I'm gonna hold off until something writery happens, and then I found out I'm gonna be on here tonight. I was like, I'm gonna drink it.
Just pour one, man. Pour one. Pour one for Ozzy and one for you, and put on some No More Tears, and just soak it in for a night, and then tomorrow get your ass to work.
Oh yeah, no, I need to prologue. And you're going to be one of the first people that gets updates on the story as it goes along.
Hell yeah, brother, absolutely. No, I'm in, man. We're all in this thing together. Rising tide and all that. We got to make sure we're all supporting each other for these things. That's one of the great things about, it's people talk a lot and they trash a lot, and I do too. The general writing community, right?
Right.
Because the general writing community is annoying as shit. Because there's mob members in it.
I made a maybe an undeserved comment at Brandon Sanderson's expense, but it's the whole no one gives a shit about your magic system. When he came on the scene, he revolutionized a lot of the genre because he created a very formulaic approach to doing magic and stories.
Sure.
And that's what he's known for. But the problem is it doesn't come off as fantasy. It comes off as some type of pseudoscience. A plus B equals C. So, this plus whatever equals the outcome that is magic. And boom, you can, and he says you can solve, the more people understand how it works, the more you can use it to solve problems in the book. And I'm like, I don't believe that's true.
Yeah.
Magic's supposed to be weird. I mean, if you look at mythology and folklore, especially when you go back and look at Arthurian mythos or even Tolkien for that matter, magic makes no sense whatsoever, but some people know how to use it.
Yeah.
So that, for everybody that was there, that was like, what do you mean he's caused problems? It's like, I'll explain it. I just have a anti Sanderson's magic laws biased.
Right. You know what? I'm kind of in the same boat when it comes to hard sci-fi.
Dude, hard sci-fi sounds way too much like hard porn.
But it's just like I'm like, this is just, it's really engineering, right?
Right.
And I appreciate the guys that can do it and do it really well. Devin Erickson's one. He does it really, really well.
Fantastic stuff if you're into the science of it.
If you're into that kind of thing, I'm just more like something quantum pipeline, something.
It's the same reason I can't read Tom Clancy. I know he's such a cornerstone of like military fiction,
for sure.
But when you start digging into his books, and he's got chapters upon chapters of just engineering details, especially like for Hunt for Red October, because he full on had naval intelligence show up and question him on why he had such detailed information on nuclear submarines. And he's like, I just researched it.
Yeah.
But he put all of his research into the book.
Right.
It's like, buddy, that's not how that works. Yeah. Now, if you're a nerd for that kind of stuff, it's hey, Sierra. Hi, I didn't know you were here. It's super crunchy. It's and not crunchy in the good way. Crunchy. What is there crunchy in a good way? Chicken wings. Yeah, chicken wings. They're crunchy in a good way.
Bucky's beaver nuggets.
As much as I give Bucky's shit for being such a trend, they do have good snacks.
I know. Yeah, for sure.
But no, I get it. It's like the whole hard magic, hard sci-fi, where it's like, if that's your thing, then by all means, go for it. But I saw a panel back in 2015 when I was really digging into the craft, and like, you can tell when somebody, they were like, they equate world building and magic systems to pornography, because you can tell when the author started to touch themselves.
No.
Like when this went from being like in exposition for the reader and more like, I'm just going to put all this out here for me.
Yeah, that's right. 5 chapters of equations to explain.
Tolkien's over there like, I'm going to give you 15 pages about this leaf.
That's fantastic, man. Oh shoot, buddy, this has been a blast. In spite of some of the connection issues to start, but I think
it worked out.
It's been all good now and everything. And so
it's been a long time coming.
Closing thoughts on all this kind of stuff. I mean, we've been chatting for a while. We kind of hit a bunch of topics. We didn't dig like all that into the creativity thing, but we got your particular flavor of it.
Part of it as far as like creativity is I'm still discovering it.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to leave anybody with anything, it's, I'm very, very new to like the professional side of this. I jokingly say Tetris, but you've got to find that ritual and find that groove that works. As martial artists, we talk all the time about getting in the flow state where you stop thinking about the technique and you just start doing it.
Yeah. When you think you're slow.
Yeah. When you think you're slow, smooth is fast.
Yep.
The way, and I'm still learning this. And thank you to Jesse for being an absolute kick-ass editor.
The mayor of Orc City has dropped by, John.
Yes,
it's fantastic, man.
Yes,
I love it.
I'm officially welcome in Orc City. That's amazing. Vlog for all those 40K fans out there. But find the process and continually. I tell everybody this. I finally got a job that's actually going to work around the writing schedule. Thankfully.
Okay. Yeah.
And one of the questions they asked is, what's your best achievement? And I said, I haven't made it yet. And they're like, oh, really? And I said, yeah, because I don't believe in stagnation. Right. I believe if you're not day by day, day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year, growing and being a different person than you were the day before, then you're stagnating.
Yeah.
So, and that's mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, in your craft. That's everything. If you're not moving forward continuously, then there's an issue, because it doesn't matter how far along in the process you are, you can always learn something new from somebody new, even if it challenges your preconceived notions at that point. Then maybe take a step back, pull your person, don't take it personally, pull that out to the side and think about it from a different perspective, and always be willing to grow.
Right.
So that's what I'm going to leave everybody with, because that's still what I'm doing. I'm still learning the process. You know, if Tetris changes and it becomes like quantum puzzles,
yep,
then God bless. I might just give up.
That's right. No, I hear you, man. And I'll tell you what, just kudos to you, because like you're doing it, and even in the time that I've known you for a couple of years now, just to go from that, like, hey, just dude hanging out at LibertyCon,
right,
to starting to just like kind of find your own way a little bit and do all these things. It's brilliant to see. And if there's something that I definitely know about you, which is why you and I are friends, is that you're not the type of person that I think would ever let you're a humble guy.
I try to be.
And I think I think that's really critical, because especially, you know, we all have to have an element of that. It's okay to be confident in the things that you know. It's okay to share things that you've experienced and stuff like that. I do that all the time. But also remember that there's never a point where you should just be totally closed off to information or a new way of doing something or something along those lines, because if you are and you're that rigid, you're not going to grow. And so then you're just like a petrified tree, so to speak. It's not a perfect metaphor, but
it means that you're frozen in place, and not just frozen in place, you're frozen at a point in time, because, you know, petrified means there's no, whatever you were at that point, you're that for the rest of your life.
Right.
There's
we don't want to go there.
No, I mean, you're a fossil at that point.
Yes, exactly right. You're a boomer. Yeah.
Oh no.
And if you're that, you're just, yeah.
There's some boomers in the audience.
Did you catch the whole cat turd thing that happened? Because that's been brilliant. Yeah, I've been in 40 bar fights, wimp. Like, what is this? Is, oh my god, I just died of boomer cringe. Like, this is
Lord,
one of the most like just absurd things ever.
And I'm not gonna lie. Thank you to everybody for coming out. I didn't know who all was gonna pop up on the stream, because I shared it with everyone. But like, I saw some faces that are in different communities outside of riding communities. So y'all are great. Thank you for showing up.
Huge appreciation, man. And I absolutely love the Mirth Quake family that we're building here too. We're still small. As a matter of fact, folks, I think we're at like 98 or 99 subs on YouTube. If you just want to go over and help, like, you know, get that into the triple dig, that would be great. So please, if you haven't already, subscribe. And also, please follow my man Logan on all the things, Facebook and Twitter. Where else are you?
It's Facebook, Substack. X, and Substack.
Facebook, X, and Subs.
I will be honest. I would have put Instagram, but Instagram is quite literally just my Shenanigans, and that's a very private account.
Yeah.
That's more like pictures of my dachshund and my cat.
Yeah. Plus, it's just like, it's Instagram. Like,
it's Instagram. That's more like me posting some really dumb shit.
Right.
And then pictures of my dog, which, I mean, admittedly, she's cute, but it's not professional.
Right.
Not professional in the slightest.
And
but no, X and Substack are predominantly going to be my more pro writing, pro work stuff. If you follow me on Facebook, you might get more cat pictures.
That's okay too. If you are interested in watching and want to be on the show, just like Logan, then mirthquake.show takes you through the whole thing. And you can onboard into our Discord and everything like that, where we all just kind of hang out from time to time and everything. Folks, just really appreciate it, being lively in the chat, and this excellent episode. Wait, what?
Look at what KB posted.
Mirth Daddy. Oh, that's terrible.
Sorry.
Man, I'm gonna have to get the t-shirt though. That's good. That was just for me.
That's just for you, Mirth Daddy.
Yeah, I got a bucket hat sitting in the other room, KB. I'm just saying. But I've got more stuff to arrive before I release the store, and I'm like, okay, quality's good. You guys can
look, man. You've got it. You've got guaranteed sales. I'm gonna buy all the Boom Boom merch and that your magic system sucks stuff. I mean,
nobody gives a shit about your mag. That's right. No, this has been brilliant, man, and I just really, really appreciate it, and you know, and appreciate our friendship, and you just being a huge part of this too, because this kind of stuff, Mirth Quake isn't Mirth Quake without people like you. So thank you.
Before we leave, I think I'm pointing right at it. There's a small section of that shelf that is the growing Mirth Quake section. Oh. Eventually, it's going to spread to that entire shelf.
Nice.
Like, your books are up there.
This So from people that have been on the show?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant, man. That's so great.
Like I'm eventually going to have a whole shelf just of Mirth Quake people.
See that? Right? That's so if you're not following Logan, you're basically just evil at this point. So
that's how I have met most of the people that I know and most of the publishers is I've walked up and bought their books and then like, wait a minute, why are you at LibertyCon if do you write?
Yeah, exactly. Right. All right, folks. So thanks again, and have a look on all the things. Follow Logan on all the stuff. Please, if you haven't, subscribe on Mirth Quake and all that.
Do follow me. I will have more information about the anthology coming out as things progress. So I do have apparently thank you, Jesse, for the information. I have a story coming out later this year.
Yes.
So follow me for more information.
There's the applause. Yeah, and you know what? This is like super cool because I'm not like it obviously didn't all start here, but I feel like this has been part of that journey.
Oh yeah.
So it's just really cool to see like this little incubation that you're just like you're so cute. Let's just
don't do that.
The story and like here it goes and like we're off and running. No, but it's really neat to see somebody start their career in such a cool way. And so like I can't wait to follow and see all the things that happen, man.
I owe that to you, man. You started the Mirth Quake community, and I met Jesse and KB and all the people that have actually helped shape this story through you. Yeah. So if we hadn't met literally 3 years ago because Jacqueline's like, hey, nice hat.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. That's funny. No, man, I appreciate it. I appreciate you for sure. And yeah, we'll be chatting and all that. So hang out with me. I'll see you in the green room before we head out. Everybody, thank you so much. Like I said, keep an eye on all the socials, follow Logan on all the things, subscribe on all the things, and keep an eye out for the special Boom Boom video, which I will be posting to X in Logan's honor very soon, as well as getting I got a little screenshot of all the congrats coming up on the chat when we were talking there. So I'll post that one for you too.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. All right, folks. Thanks so much. Logan, I'm going to play us out with the outro. And
I love the outro. It gets me every time.
the space dude.
I always dance along with it.
It's good stuff, man. Have a good night, everybody. I'll catch you guys soon. Thursday, we'll be back, and I've got Mike LaVoice on. Don't miss that one. That's super fun.
He's the first guest from the UK, isn't he? Or is that the same guy? No? Different guy?
He's not UK. Nope, different guy. Yep.
But he will be here
Thursday.
I'm all confused.
He was one of my early guests on the show. I forget which episode, but he may have been a single digit like early.
I know somebody from the UK was talking about getting on there.
Yes. Yeah. I'll have well, I got a couple that I'm talking to actually. Okay. So like there might be a few. We'll see.
So
we'll get there. Yeah, I know, right? I got to get him back on too. All right, folks. Have a good night, and we'll see you.
Y'all.
Yep.